Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Uzaru Jarambe. Welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today I'm going to be telling you what you can do right now to start preparing for the upcoming World Tournament on Global. So first of all, let's go ahead and let's hop into the news tab. So the items we're going to be going over today is the support items you're going to need, where to get them, and we're going to lightly go over some units and team build ideas for you guys to help you grind out the event, get points more effectively and more efficiently. So item number 12, you can see here, the 30th World Tournament available from the 26th of September through the 29th of September, which is Thursday through Sunday. A lot of good rewards and a lot of good items to grab through here. If you don't have your LR Yamcha rainbowed out yet, or if you don't have him at all, if you rank high enough on the local rankings, you can grab a copy of him, and then Gotenks is going to be the overall ranking reward unit. If you're like me, I'm always in need of some hidden potential orbs, some Zenny, some Elder Kais. All that stuff is available here, and if nothing else can convince you to get into this event, there's a good amount of Dragon Stones to grab. Definitely worth going in and getting it at least, if nothing else, at least for the Dragon Stones. So anyway, before we start, the Genius Bulma's Battle Prep, I want to bring that event up. It'll be available 2 days prior to the World Tournament and through the following week after the tournament. So it'll be available during. Really good place. If you don't know about this event, it's a really good place to get the support items we're going to be talking about. However, I recommend it as a last resort, as an alternate option for getting your support items for a couple of reasons. The main thing is it has a lot to do with RNG, more so than most stages you'll be going through, because what happens is you need to be able to have the right amount of spaces that you can, like the right little numbers at the bottom, so you can move the right amount of spaces, land on the right tiles to get the right items, which are just capsules. So let's say you're trying to get an ultra rare item, support item, you need a gold capsule, you land on the gold capsule, you beat the level, all that good stuff, and then you find out it's the wrong type of ultra rare support item. And that happens a lot because there are so many items available here. A great place to get them if you just need all these items in general, but if you're going for specific ones like what we're doing today, definitely a last resort place to get those items. So anyway, let's go into the places where you can go starting tonight to get these. And by tonight, I mean literally right now, you can go in. A Fiend Possessed is your first place to go, the Dokkan event for Janemba. The reason why is if you go in here, if you beat his stage 1 on Z Hard, you have a good chance to grab yourself the support item that we're going to be talking about first, the Ghost Usher. The reason why you want the Ghost Usher is because we want to get you up as high as you can to eventually get to the spot where you're fighting enemies and you're getting 30 times the amount of points. Now when you're fighting these enemies, they can knock you out with a single super attack or with multiple regular attacks. And if you get on a rotation where they're attacking a couple times before you even get a chance to attack, it's obviously not a good thing, and you want to use that support item just to make sure, because you don't want to have to restart your streak. It's not a lot that you take off, but it's just kind of annoying that when you're on the final round of a round of the World Tournament and then you get knocked out, because that final round is where you get most of the points. So anyway, the Ghost Usher is going to be there to guarantee that you're not going to get attacked and knocked out. So you want to get plenty of those. So that's what you can do right now. Get as many of those as you possibly can, and then plus there are plenty of other events that are available for that you can use that for as well. So second item that we're going to be looking for is in the Portal of Memories, but you're not going to have to use a story key. I'm just going there to show you, because this event, the Hero Extermination Plan, will be available on Saturday and Sunday, which is prior to the World Tournament. So this weekend, go in and grind these out. The second item we're talking about, once we can get this to load up here, stage number 9 has the Fruit of the Tree of Might. And why that item is so good is because it gives Ki +3 to all of your units for 3 turns. The idea behind this is you are going to want to use units that have attack all enemies, super attacks, so you can knock them all out in 1 turn, if not a couple of super attacks. So that extra Ki +3, you can pop that if, let's say, the orbs don't fall in the right spot, you get your enemy right like 1 or 2 Ki below the super attack, you can go ahead and pop this and you get that super attack off, and it works really well. Stage 9 there. You can also go to stage 13 on Hero Extermination for the Ghost Usher, but I recommend the Janemba event for that Ghost Usher right now. Just use the Hero Extermination Plan for that Fruit of the Tree of Might. There are some special characters and teams that you have to bring in here. It's not too hard. It has to be physical type characters, cannot be used in there. So it has to be every other type of character, and you can't use extreme units, or it's only extreme units, one of those two. But anyway, point is this is where you want to go to get that Fruit of the Tree of Might. So anyway, those are the two main support items. The other support items that I'll bring along is maybe a Senzu Bean, just in case I get really low health and I don't have anything that I can do. Or, you know, orb changing items like the oolongs and poires. All those are available in the Baba shop from time to time. I always grab them when I see them. But yeah, those support items are really optional. You don't even have to bring those in, but they just help when you get in certain situations. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's talk about team builds for this. So this is the main team that I use, and it does amazing stuff for the World Tournament, grinds through real quick. Now, don't worry if you don't have some of these units, because there are some alternates that you can use. I do not have the LR Strength Broly. If you do have him, put him in the place of this guy. This guy also does super attacks that attack all enemies, and with his Extreme Z Awakening, he does a good chunk of damage as well. This physical Broly is fairly self-sufficient in the fact that he almost gets a super attack off without any links or anything like that. So he is really good. He doesn't attack all. And then also you can see his secondary leader skill is full power category, Ki +3, attack 170, HP defense 130%. So he gives a boost to that Broly. He also gives a boost to this Majin Buu. This Majin Buu also does an attack all enemies super attack, and I'll go ahead and go in this growth because I didn't know I had him for the longest time. That's what he looks like prior to Dokkan Awakening. But you want to Dokkan Awaken him, he'll do an attack all for your enemies, but the good thing about him, the reason why I want to bring him in, is because he also changes int type Ki spheres to strength Ki spheres. And that is amazing for this Broly. So that's why you want to bring him in, because he helps out with him. And then this Turles is a support unit. He goes ahead and he gives all allies Ki +3 and then attack +40%. So he's going to be really giving you a lot of Ki and attack power to help you get these guys' super attacks off and to knock out the enemy teams in one, if not two, super attacks once you get higher up. And he also takes advantage from the Broly, the physical Broly leader skill for movie bosses. So all of these guys work together really well, except for the two units you can see at the very end, which is Chaozu and Jaco. Really weird, really don't fit on the team. I'm sure many of you guys know this by now, but this Chaozu, it says in his passive, may stun all enemies. It's really funny because almost every time, not all the time, but almost every time, this guy stuns not one, not two, but every single enemy that you go up against. And the same thing happens with this Jaco. As you can see, he says may stun all enemies. They make it so you do not get attacked, you do not have to use that Ghost Usher, but sometimes it will not work, but that's okay, because if you have that Ghost Usher, that is your insurance behind that. So all of these guys are really good, really recommend bringing them in. If you have either of the Majin Vegetas, they can also do attack all enemies. You can run them on, there's some Resurrected Warrior teams you can bring them in on. There's some other teams, there's other videos on YouTube that specifically go over teams and units a lot more in depth. Shout out to YouTuber Havohei. I really like his videos. He has a really good one from the previous World Tournament. Go check that out. I may be able to leave a link in the comments below to let you guys go see that. I'm working on some stuff right now, but if nothing else, go check his video out. Really amazing YouTuber, has some good information on that. But anyway, this is the team I use. Those are the support items you are going to need, and you will be able to crush this World Tournament and get plenty of rewards and plenty of units on the ranking if that is what you are after. So anyways, I know that's a lot of information to take in. I tried to make it as short as possible, but hopefully this information will help you guys out, and hopefully you see this in time so you can start grinding out these support items tonight. But if you're new to the channel, if you'd like, go on over, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner to really help the channel out. Drop a like on the video and stay tuned. As always, I've got a lot more content coming on the way. Again, thanks for checking out the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Signing out.